Morning, everybody. This is Dana, and I wanted to first say happy Saturday. I'm glad we all made it today, and give you an update on what's happening with this particular meetup and what's going on with the Next Steps Youth Entrepreneur Program in general. First thing is, I know we were supposed to meet, our meetup is scheduled today at North Decatur Mall, and I got word that they have started filming again. And this time they're filming throughout the entire mall. I don't know if they're doing a zombie movie or something, but Mr. Horton over at Sights and Sounds called and said, Dana, they don't want even the vendors to bring people in for fear that they will be in the shot when they're going through the hallways or whatever. So now I'm without another meeting space, so I'm calling around a couple friends, calling in a few favors to find a new location to meet. That can facilitate the type of training that we need to do in order to build the Community on Demand network. And I'll get to that in just a second. So although I am dying to meet all of you in person, looks like it's not going to happen today, but I wanted to make a video, one just so I can share with you where we are and things that have happened, so that we can at least start communicating with one another, and you get a better sense of what's happening, because this is so much to put into an email that it's just like you're not going to read it. So I'm going to only try to take up 5 minutes to explain what's happening, and I'm already down to 2 minutes, so here we go. So got my notes here. So what has happened over the last few months? What's happened is, the website was down for a long time because I needed to upgrade the capabilities and functionality of the entire process. We went from being an informational site to now where a lot of exchange is going to happen. Everything is going to be heavily driven through e-commerce. And I needed this site to function like a university or an actual online school. So you're going to start seeing the shift from many of you know me from Atwood. We actually had a farm. I had a 4-acre farm, a beautiful place. When I no longer had Atwood, I had to figure out, how do I get everything that was working, and Atwood was working beautifully, how do I take what was working in a physical space and get it over into a digital space? And unfortunately, it's taken 4 years to figure it out, but I did. And the partners that are with me now understand, one, what it is I'm trying to do, two, the importance of what this thing is, this whole digital badging concept, this micro credentialing thing. They get it, they understand it, and they also understand the importance of transitioning the mindset from what's physical to the digital space. So I'm super excited about the partners, and I'm going to tell you who they are in just a second, but I wanted to explain why it's taken so long. And one, again, a lot of it was built around the functionality of the website. So now I'll need just maybe 1 or 2 more days to get the rest of the functions up, but the website is working beautifully now from what I've tested so far on a few people. I'm going to send you some links so that you can help test it, because that's what I needed you to do today. And it's going to make sure that we can deliver what we say we're going to deliver. So the second thing is, let me talk about the partners really quickly. I'm not going to make the 5-minute mark, because I'm already at 4 minutes. So this may end up being a 7 or 8 minute video. I apologize, but it's important that you understand everything that we're trying to do. So the partners that we have. One is aSTEAM Village out of Kansas City. I'm super excited about that group because they teach in multiple states, and they function in the STEM space. They do a lot of what I was trying to do, what I've been doing over the last 10 years, and it was such a perfect fit. I was introduced to them by Corey Henry from STEAM Revolution, so thank you, Corey, for the introduction. And things have been working well by way of merging visions in what we can provide through STEM education with the platform that we're creating. So aSTEAM Village is one of our new partners, and super excited about over the next 60 to 90 days what we will be doing, not only with the money guide, but with the digital badges and that platform altogether. The second partner is Signature Intermediary Group. This is the sales and marketing team that built the capacity for Film Hub Atlanta. Film Hub Atlanta, if you didn't know, is this huge marketing network for filmmakers in Atlanta. And I met Teron Somerville last year at a conference, and we just hit it off right away. I told him what I was trying to do, and he was like, you know what, for the kids, I'm a part of it. Count me in 100%. And now Teron is working with me as a official partner in that capacity, and he's bringing his sales and marketing expertise to what we're doing. He is developing the distribution and marketing networks that we will be using and providing to our kids so that they are truly a part of a distribution network. The next partner that we have is SAE Institute. I'm reading my notes, sorry. SAE Institute, we've been working with them now for a little over a year. Teron brought them to us as a potential partner, and over the last year, we've been trying different things to develop a network and have them serve as the anchor for our television network and media distribution network. And they got a change of guard. We were working with Todd Clark, who's the campus director there, and unfortunately Todd is transitioned on to another opportunity, so we had to wait for the new crew to come in and get onboarded, and we met with them just last week. We had a wonderful conversation, and they're excited about the opportunity we're going to bring to them through the internship program. So that got pushed back. The timeline got pushed back just a little bit, but it's still a go. And we are excited about, if you don't know anything about SAE Institute, look them up. They're a global school. They fit our global vision for the reach and the impact that we're trying to make through our digital badging network, our system, and the Community on Demand network. So that is a huge partner that I'm super excited about. Another partner is Full Cyrcl Music Group. Full Cyrcl Music Group has this fun production called Listen, and it is a teen science fiction project that is going to be part of the series of programs that we create or that we allow kids to create and distribute through our platform. Because the entire purpose is to help kids convert their digital media content into products and services that they can sell right now. So we're excited about the Listen project. If you go on YouTube and you look up Full Cyrcl or Listen the Movement, hashtag Listen the Movement, you'll pull up the first 4 episodes. You'll see what the kids have been producing, and remind you, the productions that you see with Listen is what kids have created. They produced, they wrote, and now we're going to help them further develop it and distribute it through our distribution network. So we're super excited about working with Full Cyrcl Music Group and the Listen project. The other group that is on board now is Veteran Molding Minds. Many of you know I'm a veteran myself, and I served 8 years with the U.S. Army Reserves in logistics with the Desert Storm, Desert Shield, all that stuff. And a lot of what I built is based off of my job in the military doing logistics. It taught me so much. And actually my very first job as the civilian at LaFace Records, that taught me, introduced me to A&R administration. So a lot of what I built with Next Steps and Community on Demand comes mainly from those, was actually 3 experiences: the military, LaFace Records with A&R administration, and Burrell Communications Group, where I was the executive assistant to McGee Williams, and she taught me new business development. I was with them for 6 years, and that had to be probably the most valuable experience of all. So all of those experiences that I had are poured into Next Steps and Community on Demand, and I'm sharing that with these kids and asking my partners to do that as well. Really quickly, the other partner that we have is this guy, Cedric King. Sorry, that's called Cedric Smith. Cedric S. King. Cedric is the author of The Fashion Hustle, and I met him through Kylia Woodley at Gwinnett Central High School. Miss Woodley, the DECA program, her and Barb Armbruster, they allowed me to come in last semester and pilot my book. This is a very early copy. This is changed now, but I don't know if you can see this. This was my money guide for young entrepreneurs. This is one of the very first copies that came out last year, and when we piloted it through Kylia's class and Bob's class, we found a lot of problems. So out of the 4 classes that we piloted, 2 went really well, 2 completely bombed. It was, oh my God. But that's the whole point of test marketing. And so we took what went right, we took what worked and what didn't work. We scrapped that copy of the book, and now we have a new model that fits in line with how I teach my classes, how kids learn business strategy best, and how it converts over into an online course. So I'm super excited about the new rollout and the new book, and I will tell you how to get that book and be a part of the rollout over the next couple months in just a second. The next group, I'm sorry, I was telling you about Veteran Molded Mind. So Veteran Molded Mind is Corey Thomas. They are our leadership trainers, and they it's geared towards veterans coming out of active duty. Those veterans have wonderful leadership skills. They have discipline. They have a mission focus. They're everything that community groups need as liaisons, that kids need as mentors, that corporations that do corporate giving programs. These are people that can represent the spirit of what they're trying to get accomplished when they do community service projects. So Veteran Molding Minds is our way of training the trainers and using veterans as the lead trainers for other organizations that do service work in the K through 12 space, in the college space, in the corporate giving space when it comes to STEAM education, service learning, applied learning, and skills development. So we're super excited about Veterans Molding Minds. I am now an official board member, so we are looking forward to doing our launching our trainer sessions in a few weeks. The next group that is on board is Black Tie Executives. This is a group that's out of Pittsburgh. They are masters at e-commerce marketing, and when they learned about what I was doing, the owner called me. He's a consultant. He called me and said, I have always wanted to apply what I'm doing to the education space because I'm doing well and I want to give back. And after showing him what I've been building and what our team has been building, he said, I'm going to do one better than just help. I'm going to create stores for your kids. I'm going to show them how to do that. And not only am I going to show them how to do that, I'm going to help them get products on their sites to help them get started so that they can start not only funding their own ventures, but actually start changing the dynamics of their families and their communities. And that is what Next Steps has always tried to do. So, Black Tie Executives, I want to say thank you so much. I went through my own training last week, something that I tried to do on my own in 2016 and bombed. I did not know. I was so overwhelmed with everything that comes from e-commerce marketing that it got to be too much for me. But when they walked me through their model and their process in 30 minutes, it was like, boom, I got it. So now we get to share that with the kids that become members of the Next Steps program, or partners in education that become members of our organization. We're going to share that with you, and we're going to help you not only raise money for your organizations and your projects, but help sustain your organization to where you may not need to write another grant. That's the goal. You are sustainable and self-funding. So we need a couple of groups to become members of our Partners in Education Network so that we can walk you through the process and get you started and figure out what works and what doesn't work, and then roll it out to the masses. So again, I'll share with you how to get involved in just a second. The other group is the Southern Barter Club. You've heard me talk about them for a long time. Lori Sosa and Henry Sosa, they've been very patient with me. I've been trying to launch the Junior Southern Barter Club, I think, since 2016. And we've gone through a couple of soft launches that were supposed to lead to other things, and it didn't quite work out. So now that we have these other partners in place, the idea of teaching kids about different forms of marketing, different forms of doing business, where you don't always have to have cash. You can do cryptocurrencies, you can do trade, you can exchange this, that, and the other. So I want to continue to thank Lori and Henry for just bearing with me, man, and helping me figure this whole barter process out. So now I think I've figured it out. Again, I need you guys to help me test it and see what works and what doesn't work, and we roll this thing out. The next thing, partner that I want to talk about is StratiPlan. Oh, there we go. So StratiPlan is a real staffing agency, and they have agreed to be our fiscal, if you will, our for-profit partner with STEM Direct, which is our youth staffing services program. I wanted to make sure that as these kids start going through our system, that there was employment at the end of the process, whether it's 12, 18 weeks, 16 weeks, or it was a year. I want to make sure that this whole digital badging system actually functions as a workforce development model that can be used all over the world. I don't care where kids are. And I wanted it to have legs so that once they finish, there's another step that they go through that says, we verified your skills through our digital badges. You know what you can do. We know what you're capable of. All right, StratiPlan, share their digital portfolios or their financial portfolios or whatever it is that these kids produce at the end of our process. Help us package and brand these kids' skill sets as employable skills, as competencies that companies all over the world are paying hundreds of thousands of dollars for, because these kids have it. They have the skills. We just needed to create a system that allowed them to package and brand who they are and what they are. So again, thank you to all the companies that heard me, that listened to what my vision is and what the functionality, the purpose of the whole community on the demand system is, and said, not only am I in, but I'm going to invest myself and provide resources for you to make this happen. So thanks to all the partners that did that. So now I know all of you are saying, what the heck is Community on Demand? So I'm going to tell you, Community on Demand is a for kids, by kids digital economy. That's it. It is designed to be a marketing and distribution network that whatever these kids produce, we have put channels in place to where that it goes through these channels and can provide guaranteed exposure, maximize the amount of money that they can raise, and to brand who they are as innovators or entrepreneurs. So in order to do that, I thought, wouldn't it be cool if kids had their own marketplace that they contributed to, that they controlled, and that they benefited from financially? You know, um, the problem that I call myself addressing in creating this in the first place was, uh, we are promising a lot with STEM education. In the school system, we're saying if you go through these 17 pathways, you will gain experience and workforce development skills and be job ready by the time you graduate high school. Well, based on the high unemployment numbers for youth and young adults, it ain't happening. Kids today have access to all this information, and they are already digitally wired and connected. 97% of all kids shop through e-commerce, so they're already there. And this traditional school system, when you talk about workforce development or non-traditional training, some of it is helping, but a lot of it is not transferring those skills to workforce ready, meaning their soft skills are not up to snuff because they haven't practiced enough. There has not been a lot of places to where they can take their idea and whatever contest they won, or their valedictorian of the school, or all these safe places that's inside schools and youth groups, where they're only competing with the people that they're surrounded by. And if the people they're surrounded by do not have business skills, do not have a global platform, do not have maximum reach, then are they really competing, and are they really winning at the level to where once they leave that safe space, they can thrive, they can sustain their operation? And sadly, with the low test scores in reading, the low test scores in math, the low test scores in science, the terrible social skills that these kids have where they don't know how to send an email. Shocking. I learned that last semester. I had 50, 60 kids that never sent an email before. That's their world. So what we need is what we're building through Community on Demand is necessary. It is a real platform with real companies, with real distributions that are making money right now, and they are willing to take a chance and invest in these kids and truly serve as partners in education that not only say, yeah, Dana, that sounds great. When you get it up, let me know. No, here, Dana, I'm going to put this money up. I'm going to put this resource up. If it doesn't work, it's going to cost me a little bit, but there's no way it can fail because it's already working for me. Those are the partners we need. Those are the partners that will make this work. And those are the partners that's going to benefit the most from this, because now you are part of the success story of thousands of kids that's going to be going through this process. So think about that as I continue to ask you to become a member of our Partners in Education membership program, and to join the Community on Demand Investment Club, which is going to tell you what that is in just a second. All right. So, the membership, I think I've told you everything so far. So, membership with the CoD Society, Community on Demand, I call it the CoD for short because, everybody's going to end up calling it the CoD anyway. So, the CoD, it helps kids build their businesses inside this digital economy. So we are the society, we are the members of the society that are teaching our kids employable skills and competencies by this society that we're creating through this distribution network. So the network consists of 6 service lines. And the service lines, if you go to my website now, nextstepsyep.org, you'll see the service lines kind of shoot across the page. They're the Community on Demand Distribution Digital Media Network. That's all of the platforms, distribution platforms that we're putting together. The Next Steps Online Training Academy, that is our online school. So you can take courses that support the money guides that will be coming out. We've got quite a few in the works right now. We are converting books like Cedric's into digital badging courses. We've done one for construction. We've done one for agriculture. So I'm working with all these partners that have STEM education curriculums and converting their curriculums either to money guides or gift card collections that focus on the skills they need kids to have in order to be successful in their STEM career clusters or the industries that their STEM career clusters represent. And in turn, we hope what they learn through our digital badge collections prepares them to get certification in one of the certification organizations that the United States recognize. So the small business incubator is just that. Once the kids get into creating their projects, the goal, the end of the day, they become innovators, which means they create products and services that makes them automatically entrepreneurs. So in going through that process from just consumer to producer, we need to provide business support services that's still going to support them and take them through that process so that they not only can succeed in launching their business, but they can sustain their business. The gift card gallery. Now, a lot of people still don't know what digital badges are. So I say, you know what, let me make it a little bit easier and turn them into gift cards. So everybody understands gift cards, they understand how it works. If you got kids and innovators, or you have a program and you want these kids to focus on a skill or a skill set, the whole way this works is a crowdfunding model. Either you can sponsor a gift card or send it through social media. Share the gift cards of the skills that you want the society, the digital society, the Facebook society, the Instagram society, start sharing these gift cards, these STEAM education gift cards with your networks. Get the kids to start sharing the gift cards with their network and say, hey, I'm trying to learn this skill because I got to use this skill to complete this project, but I need to raise money to complete my project. Will you support my project and purchase a gift card that represents the skill I'm learning? So everybody wins. Yay. So that's the mentality. You can go and see the gift card gallery now on my website. Again, nextstepsyep.org. People are like, these are expensive if I pay for it. It's not designed for one person to pay for an entire gift card set unless that's what you're doing. The gift cards have different degrees of STEAM, a skill set. So one gift card can be anywhere from $10 to $60 if it has 6 service goals. If that's what you need these kids to learn, then focus on that skill and make sure they max it out. And then ask your community, I need $10 to $60 to sponsor this kid so that they can earn this skill and get rewarded with the gift card. The gift cards do, if they get sponsored, the kids earn, once they complete their project, they keep 30%. They earn 30% of that gift card sponsorship, right? 40%, because they got to start their project, 40% goes to pay for their project. And the other 30% pays for the network. So it serves as a budget for me to make sure all these distribution portals exist and are functioning. So it's a win-win-win for everyone. Your donation or your sponsorship of a STEAM education gift card is a triple threat donation. It goes into those 3 funds: the Student Stipend Fund, the Impact Project Fund, and the CoD Network Fund. So that, again, we can sustain the entire digital economy and help these kids go from consumers to producers to eventual entrepreneurs. The next service line is the e-commerce marketplace. That is where we will be selling the kids' content once they start uploading it, and we take it through our quality control process, which will be, again, where SAE is really important. We're building a television network inside the school. so that one serves as an internship program for the kids that need to learn broadcast audio, broadcast engineering, graphic arts, production, from running it like a newsroom, that kind of thing. So that's where the whole SAE relationship is. They will serve as the quality control, the gatekeepers, to make sure the kids' content is great. If you are a nonprofit or a business that need PSAs done, this is where that will be done, and that's the content that will be building our on-demand network. So we are working with Universe Network TV now and Hype Magazine. Thank you guys so much. This is again through Tehran, his relationships and crafting out that agreement. We hope to have that finalized in the next 2-3 weeks. And the whole Pop Shop e-commerce marketplace is again a way where not only we present the products and content that our kids are creating, but it's a huge part. It's also like almost the beginning portal for the distribution network. So if you see it in the Pop Shop, boom, it's going to go out throughout the network. So we're super excited about launching the Pop Shop. The last thing, again, and I touched on it earlier, is the STEM Direct Youth Staffing Services. This is where once the kids complete their project, we go through and help them package their portfolios and get them ready for, I don't know what they want to do with their lives, but as they get ready to make that next step into, adulthood, we want to help them have a portfolio, a digital portfolio, and a financial portfolio that says, this is my value. I understand the value of my skills. Here's the work that I've done as proof of how I apply my skills. And whether they want to go to college, they make it part of their application. If they want to go into the military, they make it part of their application with their recruiter. If they want to launch a business, they've already started. Keep going. Now we want to help fund your business and seed your business because you've already gone through the training. It doesn't matter what they want to do, what is their next steps. We just want to help them and support it along the way. All right. So those are the 6 service lines, and that is what we're offering to these kids, which is why the Community on Demand Meetup group is so important. So now we're getting to why you're actually, if you're still listening to this video, because now I'm at 32 minutes and I'm almost done. Thank you. So what does this have to do with you? So the Community on Demand Network, there had to be a group that served as a governing body, if you will, of the society. And this group would be responsible for helping us decide what are the networks we need to invest in, what are the projects we need to invest in, what activities is going to sustain, what activities are hurting the network and the society. And, we just needed eyes and ears to police the activity that we're doing. And it takes time to do that because it's a lot of work, and a lot of the content that kids submit, anybody that's ever done a video for the first time, it's terrible half the time. And so we need a group that has heart, that understand that these are kids, that everything is not going to be perfect. It's the process that we're focusing on. So the CoD Investment Club is the group that's going to look at, things that are content that's coming from the kids and help decide where the investment dollars need to go, how we need to spend what we're spending, if we need to open up more channels, close more doors, or whatever that is. And as a reward, you get a share of the proceeds that are generated from all of your hard work. I want it to be an investment club for kids, by kids, but, again, there has to be gatekeepers that's going to manage the process and keep a watchful eye on what we're distributing, because we are working with kids. So if you have a youth group again, or you are in distribution and networking and marketing, this is your wheelhouse. If you are a financier, if you have an investment company or an investment firm, or you're a bank, I would like to work with you. Or if you just really like what we're doing and you're interested in the film, entertainment, arts, AV tech, communications, entertainment industries, then I'd like to talk with you, and I'd like for you guys to continue joining the CoD meetup after we vote. And if we can ever get together, we will develop the structure of the CoD, because it is going to be a paid membership club. I'll start off with $20 a month, because the networks that we have right now do have costs, but they are very good networks. Very, very, very good. And again, I have to thank the partners that we have on board for allowing me to build a STEAM education platform, distribution platform for our kids. So that's pretty much it. What I need you to do now is I'm going to send, I think that's on my notes. Oh, the money guide itself. So I wrote the money guide, like I showed you. The copy is out now. I'm going to upload it in a few minutes and share it with you. I'll give you a code so you can get it for free. And the code not only gives you a free copy of the money guide, but it also registers you as a group leader. Or as, yeah, I think I'm going to have you guys be group leaders for the money guide, because I need you to test it. So the group leader, the STEM mentor, the annual fee is $55 a year. So I will waive that for probably the first 20-30 of you, because I need a couple people to test it and give me feedback. Make sure the links work. Make sure the book makes sense. Make sure the lessons make sense. Make sure the activity guides make sense. And once you go through what the kids are going to be experiencing, everything will make so much more sense, and you'll be like, oh, okay, I get it. And so let me know. And then once we meet next month, hopefully I'll have my business affairs in order finally, and be locked into a meeting space, so that it's not, rocket science or brain surgery trying to get a space that's not interrupted by film production schedules. We can start building. And so I will email all of you the code. You can only download the book once. So I know a lot of people want to share it with other people. The book is great by itself. The activity guides make it so much better, and the ones that's in the book are not the ones that's available through this course. So it's important that kids go through the process, but more importantly, that they are able to upload their content. That's the thing, because unless we get the content and it's uploaded into the system, we can't distribute it and have it go through the network and help them make money. So they can try to do it on their own, but it's so overwhelming and time consuming, and sometimes it's really hard. So I don't try to ever tell people, don't do this on your own. There are a lot of people that's way successful without me. But it's so much easier to do it with a group, and do it with people that believe in what you believe in, because it takes discipline to run a store or run a business. All of you that are entrepreneurs, you know that. And a lot of times you end up being parties of one, instead of where you can get other people to buy into your system and support what you're doing, and make it easier on you. So I encourage kids to form junior executive management teams, and in doing that, they get to, one, work with their friends, experience this journey together with people they like, and they get to learn more about themselves and their capabilities, and just have fun, building their business. This is a lot of work. So I hope I was able, through the money guide for young entrepreneurs, make that work, make it easy, and provide a way for kids to go from consumers to producers to entrepreneurs. Right? So thanks for your time. If you're still here, bless your heart. Again, I apologize. I don't know what it is about trying to schedule meetings at North Decatur Mall. They have bombed since January. So I get it. I take it as a sign. That's not the place for me. So I will work on finding a new location that we can build from that can accommodate what we're trying to do. And I will let you know through the Meetup. So go to meetup.com and just Google, I guess, the Community on Demand Meetup and join. And like I said, right now it's free. Ultimately, once we vote on it, it will become a paid membership starting at $20 a month because that will help not only pay for the network systems, but you qualify to get proceeds. Woohoo! Once the system starts generating revenue. So thanks again, and look for an email with the login code and password for the money guide and the self-paced guide course. If you can, take the course, go through it, share your feedback with me so that we can get it right. And I'm ready to start this journey with you. All right. Talk with you soon. Again, my name's Dana Harris. The website, nextstepsyep.org. Bye.